Namaskar friends. This is our continuation of previous video. We discussed about benchmark calculation in the previous video. Now it is who are all eligible to receive the pension under Unified Pension Scheme. What are those things? This UPS benefit shall be available only to the following cases. Which one? In case of an employee superannuating after qualifying service of 10 years from the date of superannuation. So, if somebody retires at the now superannuation age for central government employee is 60 years. So, somebody retires at 60 years and he has put in 10 years of continuous service without break or anything. Yes, that means he has joined only in 50th year or something like that. He is eligible. From the date of superannuation, he will get his payout. Whatever money available, in that 60% he will get. Remaining 40%, it will be pro rata. You will not get full pension. We have already discussed. So minimum 10,000 will be assured in that. 10,000 and dearness relief on that. Now the current dearness relief is 55%. Suppose if minimum 10,000 is fixed, from this month onwards, if somebody is getting only their pension is fixed 10,000, let us say, 55% dearness relief also will be paid. So it will be 15,500, something like that. Every time when the DA is raised, this dearness relief also will be raised. In the case of central government employees retiring under the provisions of Fundamental Rules 56J from the date of such retirement. 56J is compulsory retirement. Government will remove the people who are considered to be deadwood. For them, from the date they are retired, they are eligible, but they should have put in at least 10 years of service. Otherwise, they won't get. After 10 years of service, they will get, but normally this 56J, they will not adapt if 10 years service is not completed, because pension issue will come into play. Punishment is something that will be under dismissal and other things. But this compulsory retirement will be done only when the people have completed minimum 10 years of service after reaching 50 years or all those things. Okay. There is a separate rule. We will discuss this 56J separately, we will discuss in some other video. Okay. In the case of voluntary retirement, after a minimum qualifying service period of 25 years, from the date of such employee would have superannuated. Suppose somebody has completed 25 years of service at the age of 50 years old. He has turned 50 years now old and he has already completed 25 years service. He wanted to say goodbye by voluntary retirement. Yes, he will get pension after reaching 60 years, but immediately he will get his 60% of the accumulated fund. And another thing, notwithstanding enrollment of an employee in the UPS option under NPS, such option shall cease to apply in case of a UPS subscriber who has been removed or dismissed from service or who has resigned his service. Suppose we have now told retirement, etc. Now somebody is dismissed as a punishment, removed as a punishment. Yes, he won't get any Unified Pension Scheme pension, but he will get his NPS fund. Fund will be given fully because he will be covered under his own money. They cannot stop that. If there is any punishment, recovery of pecuniary loss, etc., that can be adjusted. But he will get money, he won't get pension. It is for dismissal and removal. And somebody resigns. Resignation also forfeits past service, so they won't get pension. But NPS fund, your money, it is your right. That will be paid with all those whatever accrued money. But those things have to be separately checked, but it will not be covered under Unified Pension Scheme. Now, absence from service. In the case of unauthorized absence from service. So when the absence is declared to be unauthorized, that service, qualifying service shall not include entire the past period of service. So the problem is, if some unauthorized absence is declared to be unauthorized and decision is taken, then past service will go. So for qualifying service, you have to do again fully. Otherwise, you will not get that. The past service will be ignored. But suppose if that absence is regularized by grant of leave and the absence is condoned, all those things. If it is granted by leave, entire period will be taken into account. If it is condoned, the absence period only will not be taken into account. Past service will be taken into account. So, but when such things are happening, the authority competent to declare such thing should clearly say that this is counted, that is because his unauthorized absence is condoned, something like that they have to say. But if it is not adjusted by grant of leave, it is unauthorized absence only, that period of absence will not be counted. Now, so if they are granted as leave, yes, then certainly it is calculated as regular contribution and regular service, qualifying service for pension. Now the question arises, the qualifying service shall not include any period spent by an employee on deputation or foreign service for which applicable contribution has not been received under the individual corpus and the pool corpus. That means somebody is in foreign service. Normally the existing rule also for the old pension, foreign service will arrange all those pension equivalent gratuity and pension fund etc. Every month they have to remit into government account. Same way, whatever money is fixed, that has to be remitted into pension account. Otherwise, including pool corpus fund. That means for an employee in the foreign service, 28.5%, 10% from employee, that foreign service employer, another 10% in the employee account, and 8.5% from pool account. So 28.5% of the salary will go to this trustee bank account against that employee, and pool account will go into department the same. If it is not that, that period will not be counted as qualifying service. So we have to be very careful. But now, if somebody is suspended, suppose the suspension after the conclusion of the inquiry, if the employee is exonerated or it is removed with minor penalty only, then or the suspension is also declared to be wholly unjustified. In such a circumstances, the entire period will be counted as qualifying service. But suppose the suspension is not declared to be unjustified, the suspension is followed by major penalty, the suspension period also will not be counted. But in such cases, the authority competent to declare should say very clearly this suspension period will be counted for pension and other things. Otherwise, it will lead to problem. So they have to specify clearly. If they don't do, it is misservice. They have to do at least. If they fail to do in the such case and all, it is problem that the entry has to be made before the retirement. They have to do. Otherwise, it will be deemed as not counted only. No, extraordinarily. Extraordinary with medical certificate, there is no issue, it is qualifying service. But without medical certificate, for whatever civil commotion or for continuing higher studies, such cases, they have to declare. When they grant leave, extraordinary leave, this will be counted. If they don't do it, and it will be problem, at least 6 months before retirement that entry should be made. If no entry is made, extraordinary leave period will be treated as qualifying service. But here one hitch is there. That point is extraordinary leave is whether with medical certificate or without medical certificate, on both count you won't get salary. If you don't get salary, where will they recover your 10% contribution? How will government match it? All those issue comes. They are not discussed about that. In the old pension scenario, yes, for medical leave, extraordinary leave with medical ground, that is medical certificate, that period is counted because government is not taking any contribution from the employee. So without salary also that period is counted and the pension is calculated. But here, suppose somebody is granted 2-year extraordinary leave, so 2-year contribution won't be there. How they will calculate is not explained in the rule. Maybe we can get, because the government is not going to pay excess money when the salary is not paid. So how it is handled and all, government has to clarify. Because now every month salary, from salary, certain part of the amount, that is totally 28.5% of your salary goes into pension fund, 20% in your individual account, 8.5% into the pool corpus account. So how they are going to handle this EOL, whether with MC or without MC, because there is no salary. This point is not discussed in the rule. Let us wait for clarification. Otherwise, these are the conditions to get your qualifying service calculation, and you cannot go on voluntary retirement without completing 25 years of service. Same way, you cannot get pension unless you complete 10 years of service before your retirement on superannuation. So these are the basic rules. With this, now who are all eligible to get this thing we have given. In addition to that, so this service, qualifying service, when you calculate, is only for retirement. If there is a resignation or dismissal, no, you will not get. So you will not get UPS, Unified Pension Scheme. Of course, you can get your, that I already told, I think, get your fund, NPS fund. Other things we will see in the next video. Namaskar.